I am Bams, and I am your storyteller, and I am joined by my wonderful cast.
And hi, I'm Super Cookie. I am playing Coco.
When last we left, you had tagged up a thing. You had ran away from a gunshot. Jade had mentioned that she saw fucking big wolf or something that vomited blood. Then she went to work, and then the next day you found a metal business card in the place where you did, not a metal bit, like a piece of metal that is like business card size and shape that had a time and a place written on it. Time and the place was a skate park, and it was a couple of days from now, and it was well after the park should be closed. Is there anything else I'm missing?
I mean, I got high with my friends, like super high. It was really cool.
It's like your state of natural being, I think.
Well, like, it was kind of a party because I created some bomb ass art. Should I tell you what it looked like then?
Yeah, sure, why not?
There was this like wall, and I basically did my tag on it, and my name's Coco, so it looks like it is like spilling out of a cup, and then the spill kind of forms into letters that like flow, and it says Coco. And there's like a lot of browns in it, but also like a lot of yellows and bright colors and some red to like really break it up and make really, really pretty. I loved it. I even made like little bubbles so it looked like cocoa, like water bubble drops, you know?
It is beautiful, and then there was this SUV that was creeping on you as you were doing your thing, and then when you left, it just kind of pulled up in front of your art and sat there.
Yeah, and it definitely seemed out of place. So whoever was in that SUV was probably who put that card there. I think. Like, it seemed like they were watching me for a while, but I was so into what I was doing, I didn't even really notice until like when it got creepy, you know?
How long they've been sitting there, that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And you don't see cars like that where I was ever. No, that's more like, I don't know. Unless my dad has somebody following me again, but they probably would have grabbed me long before that. So I don't know. That's why I'm thinking it had to be the metal card guy or whatever. Girl, who knows? Probably a guy.
There's only one way to find out, but that's a couple of days from now. Do you have anything exciting you want to do in the next couple of days?
No. Just kind of hang out. I don't really have anything that I have to do. I mean, no, I guess I should at some point, like, I think I have to go to like church or whatever to like make appearances for the family, but I just have to be like square like that morning, you know, which I can do. I've done it before. So as long as I'm straight, like it's fine.
Sounds like a plan. Do you pay attention in church, or do you just kind of show up?
It's the same every time. Like you pay attention once and then you pretty much got it. Be good to others and stuff. That's about it. That's the message.
But today carries a special, different message. And maybe it takes your stepmom nudging you, seeing you kind of spaced out when they start talking about it. But Father Todd will begin to speak briefly on the fact that he will mention, and there will be prayers and some hallelujahs and mentions of a Father Charles Santiago, who was a recent member of their congregation, has unfortunately passed away. And he talks a little bit about details for services and that kind of thing. He goes on to talk about how he joined them as part of a push to revitalize some of the lower areas of the city, which you kind of take, given what he's saying here, the sign you saw about over top of that building about it becoming a community center. Father Todd goes on to say that that was going to be his project. That's why he came to the city, to be the head of that. But work is going to still continue in that regards. They're going to dedicate the community center to him because it was going to be his project, and his untimely death is a loss to everyone. Your stepmother seems very upset by this. And the rest of church goes fairly normally. Is there anything else you want to do, or have you just been sober for too long at this point?
I time it out so that I'm good. I can do church, which sucks. And I mean, Father Todd is so skeezy. It's really difficult to, I don't even know, like listen to any word that he says and just not be like, man of God, my ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that really sucks that the community center thing, they're still going to do that, but whatever. Also, I don't know if you saw what I did to his little painting. I don't know why Father Todd's picture would have been on that building if it was like Father Santiago's little church baby.
Because Father Todd's like head dude at this church.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, he acts so fake. Like, he obviously wasn't going to do the work for it. Father Santiago, whoever the hell that is, was going to. So, whatever. But he put his face on the billboard. Anyway, I got it. Put some dicks in his mouth and like devil ears and shit. It was fucking hilarious. After church, my stupid stepmom, she always has to chat with the ladies and show me and Bodhi off, but we have it timed. 12 minutes, eat a couple cookies, have a little bit of like juice, and then I can take him outside and get him some air. Because they have a nice little playground that some of the other kids play on while their parents are just talking shit and judging each other. We just kind of usually go out there and I get to play with him and squeeze him and see him for a little while. I miss him so much, and he always just smells so good. Smells like home. Love him.
So as the 12 minutes of ladies chit-chatting time comes along, it'll be a little bit different today because they are all talking about poor Father Santiago and how it was unfortunate that he was so young, you know. They have a big picture of him. He looks late 20s, early 30s. The kind of guy that's trying to appeal to the youth, right? He's young, he's hip, he's with it.
Kind of cute. You can say it. He's kind of cute.
Look, I didn't want to judge. I don't know what Coco's into. Besides drugs and...
I mean, like, I'm an artist. I recognize beauty when I see it, and he's kind of cute. It's a shame, but whatever. None of them are as holy as they say, but whatever. Sorry, he's dead. I shouldn't be talking about the dead like this, but that's what all these ladies are thinking. I'm telling you that right now.
You are probably right. And they start talking about organizing a bake sale to do a little fundraising in his name. They're all into it. They're little roosters, little hens. And one of them mentions, like, oh, there's Father Todd. We should get him involved. You know, make sure it's okay, use the church grounds, that kind of thing.
Hard eye roll, whatever.
Are you sticking around for him, or are you going to try and sneak out of there a little earlier?
Does my stepmom still have like a death grip on Bodhi? Because usually she like holds onto his shoulder and kind of holds him, you know, like in front of her just to like show off. Because I cannot stand him.
How would you try to get out of there before your good friend Father Todd comes over?
I'd just lean down and whisper, I think I saw John just go out to the playground and see if that gets him ready to move.
Your little stepbrother. He's gonna do that thing kids do. They start move in and they shrug your shoulders, and her grip will slip a little earlier than usual, and you'll be able to abscond with him out the door and out to the playground.
On the way out the door, I always try and grab at least 3 more cookies, just, for outside. We're just going to go outside. I'll push him on the swing for a little bit and talk to him about school, that kind of stuff. Give him a cookie. Make sure I'm still his favorite.
Obviously, you're giving him extra cookies. And the day will pass into normality as you avoid Father Todd's attention, we'll say.
My dad's usually ready to go before my stepmom ever is, so he will wrangle her up. I'll try and stay outside as long as we possibly can until it's time to go. And then I always say my goodbyes and just leave from church because I can't do lunch with them. No, thank you.
You got to be at work, right?
Actually, today I told her that we were doing a Bible study group with some of the girls from rehab. So, yeah, we're keeping the gang together and doing Bible study.
So you're free for the rest of the day, obviously. Tomorrow night is the meeting that you have, air quotes, have with your little metal card.
Well, we're celebrating tonight because this is so exciting. I know that the skate park guys, obviously, they're going to ask me to do the next art on the skate park. I'm going to get to do the whole thing. So try not to get ahead of myself, but I've been thinking about what I'm going to do, what kind of colors and stuff. Do I want to keep it very uniform like I've seen people do, or do I want to break it up and do different scenes? But yeah, we're just going to study and watch nature shows and basically get high and talk about colors. Jade is really good with knowing what colors go together well. I mean, she's always changing her hair. So she's got to have outfits for every single different hair, and it always looks bomb, fire.
A night of gathering inspiration, re-dyeing your hair, and just getting ready for this meeting where they're going to ask you to do the new backdrop or whatever.
Yeah, probably. I'm super excited. Call Ricky, have him come over and hang out and, tell him all about this because, he's my buddy. He's going to be super proud of me. Yeah.
So you're going to bring him with you then?
Oh, I don't know. It might be a good idea to have somebody with me, and he does have a car, so that'll make it easier. But I just want to spend tonight, surrounded by my friends. I'll probably have my girlfriend Amira come over because she's super cool. And it's been, I don't know, a couple days.
She'll bring over her boyfriend, Stan.
That's cool. Stan the man.
What do you tell them that you're preparing yourself for? Because obviously there's this little celebration, right? So
I tell them exactly what I've just said, that I'm pretty positive that whoever left the card is probably the money roll, because I was wondering, that was a nice car. They might even pay me, not just exposure bucks, pay me in real dollars to paint the skate park. So that would be cool. Then I could have a real legit paying gig again.
Get you a little extra money. Ricky is all about you getting a little extra money, and he's like, yeah, no, they should totally pay you, because then, of course, he assumes you'll pay him.
Well, yeah. And we can hang out while I'm painting normal, probably. I mean, I don't see why not. I'll need help too. Carrying stuff, that's a lot of cans of spray paint. So It's a lot. And like we would have to cover probably the stuff. I don't know. I'm going to need some help probably. It's a big job. And he is strong. He could probably help.
He's all about getting paid. He starts telling you about, yeah, you know, I could be like your assistant, right? And like, you know, you're the talent, right? And I'm the guy in the chair. Yeah. He fucking, you know, takes another hit off of whatever it is that you guys are experiencing that evening. But then he's like, got to make sure that clearly they're going to pay you, right? But, you know, if I'm there to help, you know, like I should get paid too, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. But like, what do you mean the man in the chair? I'm going to need you to hand me stuff. This is a big deal.
So, you know, like in the spy movies, right?
Okay.
Where they got the spy person's doing the thing. They're doing the spying. They're sneaking around the places. But then and he points to his ears, they always got like the ear thing in, right? And they're talking to somebody. And have somebody's like the hacker guy. And they're just, and then they're like communicating, right?
You're talking about the guy with the cat that swivels around. Is that what you want to be? That's hilarious. I didn't peg you for a cat guy, pussy.
He looks around at everybody else. Everybody else kind of jumps in on him and dogpiles him a little bit as you're like, bah, you like cats. And he goes on to like, no, like the one that makes all of the cool things that the spy guy has to use to do stuff.
What are you going to do? Like make a better can of spray paint? Stop.
Maybe I could.
Okay.
And he seems a little sure of himself, and Amira and Stan are making out over there in the corner, and Jay's just kind of rolling her eyes at them, and then...
Yeah, obviously. If you would end up huffing the paint, like, you're gonna be like one of them guys. You've seen them dopers, them little fucking... And then they have paint all around their face. Fucking idiot.
Look, desperate times call for desperate measures.
Well, we're not that desperate.
No, because we're about to hit it big time.
Well, yeah, I'm sure. Like, you remember that guy, JD, that tagged the skate park like a couple months ago? He's already like on the cover of Skaters Monthly magazine as one of the best taggers. So yeah, he is getting paid because he blew up. That's about to be us. Straight to the top, bitches.
But the rest of the night will fade into a drug-induced haze and partying. The next morning when you wake up, everybody's gone. As to who left during the night and who left it early in the morning. Unless you set like an alarm to get up extra early or anything like that, or...
No way. I usually don't, unless it's for the church days or like whatever. I try not to get up before like 11 because first of all, I'm a creative person, so I stay up late. I read it one time in a magazine or something that creative people cuss more and they stay up later. So.
When you wake up, nobody's around.
Did any of those assholes clean up this time, though?
Come on.
Fucking again, I swear to God. My house is not like a trap house. This is disgusting. Whatever. I'll clean up a little bit. I just don't want like shit everywhere.
Right, make it look good. Do you have any plans, or did you make plans for anybody to come with you to your little meeting tonight?
I asked Ricky if he would give me a ride because I definitely need his car. And you know what? He does know more about like contracts and stuff than I do because he has had them before. It might be a good idea to have him come and just like advise me. And just in case, like it is a dangerous world out there. Like what if somebody tried to jump me? I told him I would give him $250 to drive me and like kind of like be like he's not my bodyguard, but like kind of, you know what I mean?
Be your squad, to be your muscle.
Yeah, I mean, he'll throw down, like, for sure. He's not afraid, so that's cool.
As you're going to this meeting tonight, what are you wearing? And what have you done with your hair?
So I re-dyed it. My shit is fresh right now, okay? Fresh. I'll tell you my trick, okay? If I just do, like, the very bottom, like the underneath, when I go to church and stuff, I can twist it and pin it and use the top hair to hide it. So like I just do the underneath part, but right now it looks like a rainbow. I have like red, didn't take all the way red, so it's still kind of pink. And then orange, and then like it's kind of a yellow, but more of like a bluish greenish color.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool. It just didn't come out exactly the way I wanted. And then like purple, like my purple. And I wore crazy makeup too, to like that blue green color, green yellow, that green yellow, blue kind of color. Like I have something similar, so I put that on my eyes, so it's really, really bright. And then honestly, just all black, because that's usually wear when I'm tagging anyway, but just like my nicer black, like sweatshirt and nice, like, you know, like the regular black leggings that I always wear, but the ones that make me look super cute, that pair.
Did Ricky have to get dressed up super nice?
No, please. He wears nice clothes, he thinks. I swear to God, this guy is like stuck in like, I don't know, 2000 or something with those stupid button up, like every shirt has some kind of obnoxious design, like dragons, lots of dragons on them. And then so bad.
He dresses himself up a little bit. He's got a bow tie that he's wearing, but it's not like underneath the collar of anything. It's just like around his neck. It's very obviously a clip-on.
As soon as I see him with his bow tie on, like when he comes to pick me up, I'm standing outside because I had to sneak out the back of my apartment, you know, the whole deal. But I die and I ask him, like, where is your stupid little riding cap? Because if you're my driver today and you're dressing up in your stupid bow tie, you definitely need one of those like caps. And besides, like bodyguards don't wear them, so it's dangerous. Take that shit off, fool.
He's like, I thought I might look professional, and he takes it off and throws it in the center console.
You're gonna keep that? Like, you should just throw it out the window.
So he thought I was doing something nice, and he just puts the car in the drive, and fucking off it goes.
Yeah, and unbutton that top button too. You have to just be chill and be normal, please.
Yeah, as normal as meeting somebody in the dead of night, and yeah, whatever. This is the big time coming.
Yeah, obviously. So what? It's nighttime. That's like when we do our best work, okay? Me. And you too. So stop. Don't act like being up late. How late were we up last night? Like, chill. But please just let me do the talking. If I need you, I will ask you. Like, we can have a powwow. We need like a secret phrase too, so that if we say it, then we know like it's time to bounce. Do you got any ideas?
Sandwich?
Can you stop thinking with your stomach for like 1 second? Sandwich.
I mean, I was kind of hungry, but like, you know how that's how I get after, you know, and you'll see a joint that has been rolled and smoked. the last little bit of it sitting in the ashtray.
Rude? You couldn't even share with me? Okay, whatever.
He'll pull another one out.
Nice. That's why we're buds, Ricky. No, just let me do the talking. Sandwich can be our safe word because I'll probably get the munchies later too. But sandwich. Time to get a sandwich. This means wrap it up. I like it.
All right. He seems real proud of himself. So you guys will drive and you'll come up to the skate park. It has some lights on, but most of the lights are off because it's closed at the moment. There are, however, because you can cross through it from like one side of the street to the other, some lights on so that for people's safety, right? You don't want people tripping over all of the wonderful tripping hazards that are in a skate park in the middle of the night.
It looks really pretty. Like, I just wish that I could learn how to skate.
Well, there's, you come by in the morning after you're famous, and I guess, they would be happy to teach you or whatever.
I tried to do it one time, okay, and the board kicked straight out from underneath of me, and I fell on the back of my head. Like, there was blood everywhere. It was horrible. I feel like I still have a bump there.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I have bumps on my head. But you guys will pull up, and there's a little parking lot because sometimes people have cars, or they come as a big carpool, or, it's just a big lot there with a bit of a fence in case, the basketball or the skateboard goes, like somebody trying to learn and falls and it goes flying so it doesn't hit the vehicles. But as you pull up, it is empty, save for one large, expensive-looking SUV. There is a man standing outside of it. His arms crossed in front of him.
That's the same SUV that I saw, right?
Probably. You didn't really stay around to get any identifying features like a license plate or anything like that off of it, but it is a nice, expensive-looking, large black SUV with what you imagine, given the way that some of these lights are hitting it, very tinted windows. Probably illegally tinted.
Yeah, it's definitely probably the same car.
Ricky will lean forward over his steering wheel to get a look at it out the front and then back out the side. You still feeling good about this?
Yeah, this is our future. I'm gonna be famous. Is there any kind of office situation or like a little room here, or is this just the guy that I need to see?
I don't know. Look, I've done my share of deals in the middle of the night, but not like this. This is a little... I think he's wearing a suit.
That's cool. Your tie totally would have fit right in.
See, I told you.
No, don't put it back on. Don't put it back on. I was just fucking with you, okay?
It's that scene where he's reaching for it in your hands like, nope, no.
Exactly. All right, well, you know what? Can you just, like, pull around so that my side of the car is on, like, next to him so I can, like, open up and make a grand entrance kind of a deal?
I got you. And then car in reverse, like 3-point turns around so that your car is facing him. He's like, all right, wait. He'll get out. He'll straighten his shirt. He'll walk around to your side of the car, grab the handle, make a big bow, big, giant, stupid show of it, and open the door for you.
Fucking idiot, man. That's embarrassing. Get up.
Big sweeping arm motion for you to exit and the show off. And
So I get out of the car, stand up, and just square my shoulders. Thank you, Ricky. And walk over to the man and extend my hand.
he'll shut the door and take 2 quick steps to come up behind you. As you approach the man, you will see that he is wearing a suit, and you will see that he is also wearing sunglasses.
Hi, I'm Coco. That's cool. I bet they're really cool sunglasses too, right? Like,
They look expensive. In fact, everything about him looks expensive. Looking him up and down, you will notice from the tips of his shoes to the top of his bald head that he is wearing nice clothes, and it's all very clean. Like, there's no marks on his shoes from them being scuffed or anything like that. His pants are sharply pressed. Coming up on his hands, you will see a few rings. One of them is just a simple band. It's not on his ring finger, but it's just kind of there. One of them has some kind of flower on it, and it goes into some kind of leafy pattern around it, but it's kind of hard to tell with the way he's standing and the light and not getting close enough and making it like, oh, hold on, let me bend down and stare at this. It is a very nice suit jacket. There is a pin that is shaped like a rose on his lapel. His head is shaven all the way down, and he's got a little bit of a goatee. He's an African-American man. He is tall, he is wide, he is strongly built, and he is imposing.
does he reach out to shake my hand?
Yeah, he will move from his relaxed stance, and he will shake your hand, and he will look to Ricky.
Who looks like a fucking idiot, probably, compared to this guy. Like, I need a bodyguard like this guy, obviously.
And Ricky will be like, oh, yeah, name's Ricky, just, you know. And he goes to shake this guy, and you can see Ricky's arm moving a couple of times as though it's going to be one of those, like, super, way too many shakes thing, but the other guy's arm does not move.
What was his hand like in my hand? Obviously a big giant mitt, but, like, warm?
There was nothing outside of the size that struck you as odd about it.
My dad always taught me to, like, have a nice firm handshake. So
yeah,
I'm sure it was matched and my hand wasn't, like, crushed, because that would be rude. And I would never do that to somebody.
He does not crush your hand. He does not respond to your firm handshake. He just seemingly simply shakes his hand.
Like, he seems like a nice guy. He shook my hand and he's dressed really nice. So, I'm Coco. Are you the person that I'm supposed to be meeting? I got this card. It looked like it came from your car, honestly, the other night.
Do you present the card?
Yeah.
He will reach forward to take it from you. Put it in his pocket if you give it up.
No, can I keep it? I've never had a metal card like this before.
We'll see. He takes half a step back, turning, gets the handle for the car. Chachunk opens it up and raises his other hand for you to step inside.
I thought that we were going to meet here, though.
You will hear a lady's voice come from inside. My dear, you are meeting here. It's just inside where we can have some privacy and a seat.
Okay. Ricky, wait out here with the mountain or whatever. Thank you, sir. And I'd step up into the SUV.
The mountain gives you a small head nod. And as you climb inside, he will shut the door and he will stand in front of Ricky. And Ricky will, well, he's not exactly happy with the situation. He's like, my shot.
I mean, it's fine. He's just right outside.
Yeah, you could yell sandwich if you needed to.
Right. We can leave whenever. So what do I see inside the SUV? I want to look for the lady.
As you climb in, you will see that there's no driver. You're going to notice a few things about the car. I assume that she has been in or around or at least knows of nicer cars. This one has been customized because you can see as you sit in your seat, you'll notice that the two seats are facing each other in the back. Got a little bit of a stretch quality to it so that instead of having like the back storage area that SUVs are, the chairs are moved back there. And you've got a little facing situation. Behind your two chairs, you can see that there is what looks like the rubber tips from where you would roll a window up or down. So you can assume that a privacy screen will come up as though in like a limo or something along those lines. Seats feel leather.
Really nice. It probably even has like one of those little mini bars or something.
With the rest of the situation, that's actual leather, because why would you have everything else be really nice and then have fake leather, right? Looking around, you will see only that other person. She's a young, like early 30s African-American woman. She has frizzy curly hair and the like dark brown eyes. And she has a smile, and you think for a second, oh shit. Because you recognize her as Carol Jackson.
Wait, who's Carol Jackson?
She is somebody who got big. She was a graffiti artist that made it big and was doing like actual art, and then has used her fame and influence to do the same for other graffiti artists. She has some connections into the hip-hop music scene. She has actually probably been the one to found some of these skate parks around, with the idea to give kids a area to express. So like set up the just blank walls for people to just graffiti on. That's why they are there. And she's looking at you. She's got a confident smile on her face as she waits for you to get comfortable. Do you have any questions about who Carol is?
No, she's a legend, man. Like, holy shit. Fucking Carol Jackson, that's crazy. And she wanted to meet with me? Wow.
Something that you say, or is that
no.
written all over your face?
I mean, probably just Carol Jackson is all that comes out. And of course I put my hand out to shake her hand. Like, oh my God, I feel hot. Is it hot in here, or is it just me? Like, it's really hot.
It's fine. I see I'm at a disadvantage because you know who I am, and she will shake your hand. I know of you, but I don't know you.
Holy shit. I'm sorry. My name's Coco. My real name's Portia, Lindsay, Bellingham, but I go by Coco, and big fan. Oh my God, like, you're one of my inspirations. You're amazing. And I can't believe you know of me. Like, my art has caught your eye.
Well, I was driving the other night and, well, left you a little note.
That I'm speechless. Absolutely speechless. Thank you.
No, thank you. That was a beautiful piece that you did.
It's a good try. I know I can do better. One day I just hope to be, half as talented as you are. Some of the things that you've done, the innovations with like tools and shading, you're amazing.
It's hard to tell if she blushes or not, or if she just is giving you that polite smile while you gush and tries to pass it off. Like, nah. I've had many years of practice.
And I'm feeling incredibly self-conscious and small, probably sweating a little bit. And I am trying to remember if I remembered to put on deodorant. Like, I probably smell like weed. Like, not that it matters, but oh my God, I should have smoked a cigarette before I got here. Like, Miss Jackson, should I call you Miss Jackson?
Carol will be fine. And would you prefer Portia, Lindsay, or just Coco?
Oh no, Coco, please. Coco. Definitely Coco.
Of course.
What can I do for you? I mean, I assume that you wanted to see me. I thought that you wanted me to paint the skate park. I can totally do that for you. Anything.
You seem nervous. Do you need something?
No.
Something to drink?
I will take a drink though. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Pull back the armrest in the middle of the back seat that she's sitting on.
Do it.
It has a bottle of some kind of like crystal or something on there. And then you will notice, because you are somebody who is into it, there are various other vices that are on there. Little baggies, little pills, that kind of thing.
She's so fucking cool, man. Like, I knew she was cool, but I didn't know she was that cool. That is super cool. Like, I'm not going to overstep my bounds. Whatever. Like, if she offers me a drink, like, I'm just going to, yes, please, and have that drink. I would not ask her for anything.
She'll get 2 tumbler glasses. Well, she's not going to do shot glasses in the middle of a real leather backseat, right?
Oh, they're probably crystal, and they have, like, diamond cut or something fancy to match her fancy bottle.
Yep. And she will hand one to you. She will hold one herself and open the bottle and pour you and then pour herself. Put it back, and then you'll notice that the liquid inside with the glass too, it's a little chilled. And then she'll sit back and make herself comfortable and wait for you to also make yourself comfortable.
Absolutely. I sit back. Did we, like, cheers?
Oh, there was definitely a little clinking.
Okay. I still slightly raise my glass to her and take a sip then.
She will sip after you. No. That's better, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely delicious. Do I recognize what you said? It was crystal?
I don't know anything about, like, good booze, but it's an expensive bottle of booze that somebody who is into, the hip hop scene, the graffiti scene, and that kind of stuff would appreciate.
Oh, and I've definitely drank it before because, like, when I get extra money, I'll sometimes, like, buy a bottle. Like, for special occasions,
This is definitely, like, a special occasion expensive bottle.
Yeah, but there's no, like, grimacing or anything because I've had it before. I like it. I'm like a gangster. She knows that.
You're definitely trying to make sure she knows that by how you handle your liquor. So, Coco, if you could tell me a little bit about yourself. You know seemingly quite a bit about me, but...
Because you're famous. Well, I don't know. I love to paint. I love to paint. I just want to surround myself with creating because it's the best thing. It's the only time that I get peace, that I can calm my brain down.
Where it feels like nothing exists except for you, the paint, and your canvas.
Exactly. Like, I knew you would get it. But yeah, that's really all that there is to know about me.
Are you going to school?
Not right this second. I'm taking the semester off. Probably gonna go back, like, later. I love art school, but my dad he wants me to not do art, and that's hard. So.
And horrible.
Yeah, it's like a nightmare. It's like ripping my heart out. I can't not. He said it's fun. It's not a career.
She gives you a hearty giggle at that. It's like, well, perhaps I should meet your father someday.
Absolutely. Yeah. If whatever you want, I can definitely arrange that for sure.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Sorry.
No, it's just be weird to be like, oh yeah, Dad, look at this famous person I met, and we talked in a dark alley in the middle of some, it's just,
No, I actually do a better job at explaining things to my dad than that. I would never say I met this crazy lady in a dark alley. No, but
Oh, so I'm crazy now. Okay.
no, I'm so sorry. I didn't really mean to. It's just I'm so nervous. So it's wonderful to meet you.
She's just got a big grin on her face. She's clearly just giving you a hard time to try and break through some of that ice. So you see yourself making a career, making a future of your art.
I think that that's the only way that I'll ever be truly happy is when I can just do it. Like, you saw what I did. I don't know how long you were watching me. I'm floored, by the way, but I did play around. Like, I basically fucked around with this billboard, like, across the street from where I did the Coco tag, just for fun. And it was fun. You know, it was silly. I just really come alive, I think, when I do my own thing. And I just want to do that. I have an Instagram, so I just pull that up and hand her my phone.
She doesn't take your phone. It's like, no, and she pats the other side of the car, that seat next to her, for you to come over.
Totally. My eyes get wide as shit when she does that, and I real quick do the scoot. And I hold my phone and I just scroll up and I'm like, okay, so this one is the one that you saw. This is the last one that I did. Okay, and this turned out really cool. And then this one, I did this on the side of this laundromat. That's why it's all like sudsy and stuff. It's pretty cool, right? Like, I thought it was fun. And then I just keep going and telling her.
She is eating it up. Just absolutely into everything and comments on art things that I'm sure neither of us know.
I will have stuff is going to be mostly different, like variations of the cocoa spillage and stuff. But the other art that I paint and do and create is all kinds of stuff. And really like alcohol bottles, drinks, stuff like that, and flowers. Those are the three things that you see probably painted over and over and over again.
When you do painting, like in your apartment or whatever on canvas and stuff, is it also the graffiti style or is it a more traditional?
Probably more traditional, but still with those heavy uses of color and the thicker lines that you tend to see in graffiti.
You guys are flickering here, and maybe you just get lost in your art for a second, but you feel like you're in a daze for a moment. And then she asks you about, well, what about that one? What was your inspiration there? And as she asks, there's a voice that's just kind of resonates with you, and you feel a kinship here, and like that you could really trust her. And she asks you about the next piece on your Instagram.
Yeah, of course I can trust her. And probably just getting tired because I did smoke that joint earlier, but like, you know, that is good liquor. So not even concerned. I'm used to doing work half fucked up anyway. I can hold it together.
And maybe that's what it is. Maybe that piece of art that she is asking about is something that's like wildly different than what you normally do. I guess it'll be Coco, but it's something that's different about it. And maybe you were just super fucked up when you did that one.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see that. Durable color scheme, I guess.
Do you tell her that you were probably a little high on that one?
My mouth is just running. For this one, I did something that I don't usually do, which is like psychedelics, like, and then I used that experience to like put it on canvas, you know?
You guys will talk for a period of time about that. Did you mention that you were on different drugs than usual when you did that one piece?
Yeah, because, she's saying about how the colors are different and it's just a different style. Well, I will definitely say that because, I had done some psychedelics and opened up like the third eye, and this is what came through. It's amazing.
And she'll be like, well, you know that can be dangerous, but artists find their inspiration everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's why I did it. Just because I got into this loop and there's just so much cool stuff out there.
Do you always paint while high?
Um, yeah, I mean, kind of. It definitely helps my creativity. And I just kind of keep a baseline anyway, you know?
Oh, I know. I understand. She looks from you to the center console where that armrest was that had all of the stuff in it. And then back to you. She's like, she looks at where she's keeping her stash and then it's like, I get it. Well, and she'll lean back from leaning in, looking at your phone. I want you to do something for me.
Yeah, anything.
She's going to pull out an envelope and she's going to hand it to you. It's just like a straight white business envelope.
And I take it. Maybe if it's sealed, I try and open it.
The top part is just tucked in there. It's not like sealed and stuff. As you open it, you will find a couple of business card pieces of paper that have addresses on them. You will also find a card that has a necklace on it and a prepaid debit card in there.
So, business cards with an address, a card that has a necklace on it, and like prepaid gift card type of deals.
Yeah, it says Visa on it, and it doesn't say there's an amount, but but that's what it is.
So I just look and confusingly look up at her, waiting for the explanation.
Well, the necklace is for you. And as you look at it, it's a rose, but the stem goes into the chain. And it has like thorns that as they go around turn into more of like a barbed wire thing out of the thorns. But it's got a rose with a little red crystal in the middle of it. Red gem, red something. You're not a gemologist, so.
And for me, this is beautiful. Is this a ruby? What? You don't even, you did. Thank you.
And she motions for you to turn around and takes it and then puts it on you. You will feel her wipe at the side of your mouth. Like when a mom is like, oh, you got some schmutz, come here. As she's behind you, she'll just kind of put it on and just wipe at you.
I miss that. My mom used to do that stuff too. This is really sweet. Thank you so much.
Now, as for the rest of it, I want you to choose one of those locations. You have a couple of days. Don't rush it. Find something that inspires you and paint me something.
I can do that. Absolutely. I got you. Do you have anything that you're thinking? Anything that you'd like to see? What I know that you do broad spectrums of art, but anything?
It would be unfair for me to lead you down this artistic journey.
Is this some kind of a test?
Every day of our life is a test.
Yeah, when do you want me to paint?
It's up to you. She will pull. I will be I'm having a small party, and she'll give you an address for Halloween. Just something beforehand for me to really just kind of mingle and have some other artists there. And then this way we're not infringing on anybody's more personal Halloween parties. It's my favorite time of the year. You get to see people express themselves through their costumes, through their makeup, through being who they really want to be.
I love Halloween. I love it so much. I've been working on this year's costume for months now. I'm so excited about it. It's my favorite time too.
Well, I will be there. Simply, if you're interested, show up, tell them your name, tell them who you are, and they will let you in.
Is it a costume party or?
Of course.
Yes, wonderful.
The theme this year is a monster mash, as it were. So vampires, werewolves, Frankensteins, the classics.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay. I will be there. Thank you. I cannot wait.
It'll be a delightful time, I am sure, and there'll be all kinds of people there that you can meet. Now, the night is getting late.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. So I'm sorry.
Don't be. You're my only appointment this evening. I have a cleared schedule just for you.
How should I give you my phone number or my email address? Did you want my Instagram? Then we can stay in touch. I could tag you if you want.
You don't need to worry about any of that. Just give my man your number, and I'll see you at the party.
Thank you. I will. It's been a pleasure, Carol. I can't even explain to you how fucking cool this all is. Honestly, I really can't wait to see you again. Thank you so much for this opportunity. You're amazing.
Oh, you're pretty amazing yourself.
And then I just kind of open up the door, step out.
As you go to, the big man outside will open the door and allow you out.
Give her that little wave,
She gives you the little wave back. As you come out of the car, you will see that Ricky is on the hood of his car, leaning back against the windshield, looking up at the sky and maybe asleep. You close out of your Instagram and you see that you've been talking for about 2 hours with Carol, but it didn't feel like it was that long.
Yeah, holy shit. Thank you, sir, I say to the mountain, and I'm supposed to give you my, phone number, email address, Instagram handle, whatever else, so that...
He produces a piece of paper on a little notebook and a pen for you to scribble all that down on. As you open it, you notice that you're the only information that's on that book.
Put like a little heart and do my quick little pen tag too, like my signature, but my tag, but smaller and kind of sloppier,
Yeah, because you're, just trying to get it done.
Well, no, because it's art and I just want her to remember, obviously it's my art that she remembers. So I just in case, then she can see it and then know that it's me.
Awesome. Going over to Ricky, he is snoozing.
So I just take my hand and slap him on his boots. And come on, let's get out of here. Time for a sandwich.
What? When you say sandwich, he thinks for a second, like, oh shit. And then he looks around like something's going down, like he's got to get out of here right now. But it's like, oh, you meant a sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm dying. Let's go. And then he takes off into the night.
With me talking his ear off the whole way. I mean, everything, every little bit, every single thing that happened, I tell him. She had that fancy liquor that we like. The glasses, they were real crisp. And it was a for real fridge in the car. I mean, I've seen them before, but I don't have one. That's really cool. And did I fucking tell you it's Carol fucking Jackson? Like, about to blow up, bro. About to blow up.
He seems enthusiastic for you, especially about the blow up part, but he doesn't have any clue who she is or any of that kind of stuff. He's happy that you're happy.
Oh yeah, and as soon as he tells me he has no idea really who she is, well then I start pulling up stuff and I'm trying to show him while he's driving. You know, like, I can't fucking believe that you don't, like, she did this one. Do you remember this? This was big. It was on, like, whatever big building. Remember? Downtown? Like, years ago? It stayed there because no one would touch it because Carol fucking Jackson.
He probably doesn't remember because it's one of those things that you have noticed with other people. When you start talking about art, if they're not into art, they just start kind of fucking zombieing out on you because they don't know anything.
Doesn't stop me from continuing to badger him.
For the next, hour or whatever it is you're with him, Carol is the forefront of your mind at all times.
Yeah, and I buy him a sandwich because of course he bitches about it taking so long, but whatever. Still bought him his sandwich, paid him his $250. Then I bought some dope off of him, obviously, and, got high, so.
Of course you had to go home and celebrate.
My mouth is just running. For this one, I did something that I don't usually do, which is, like, psychedelics, like, and then I used that experience to, like, put it on canvas,
I need to have you do a few things. Can you roll me a willpower test? Which I think there's a specific button for.
So when I hit the willpower, it comes up input value and it just says 5. But it also says max willpower 4.
Processing. Hit it again. Like, cancel that and hit it again.
Yeah, same thing. It still says 5.
Push it to make it do 6, and then we'll see with that. Because obviously you're not a Humanity 5 human. Oh, shit. Okay. And then, sorry, I gotta look up all these things that I should have had written out beforehand, but can you roll composure plus wits? And she'll be like, well, you know that can be dangerous, but artists find their inspiration everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's why I did it. Just because I got into this loop and there's just so much cool stuff out there.
So at the moment, you are going to have to try your best to remain in her good graces, but stopping short of causing themselves or loved ones physical harm. Just so you know what is currently going on. You're like super into her right now. What has happened is she has used her entrancement power on you. She has fed you a bit of her blood, making you like a stage 1 ghoul and starting the blood bonding process, and taking a little bite off of you to refill her hunger. So all kinds of fun stuff that she will then wipe your mind of the last several minutes using Forgetful Mind so that you don't remember anything.